Eugene, could you stop the barking, please? Oh, yeah, you wag that little tail, baby. Hey, Eugene, you wagging your tail? Now you're not going to wag it. Can we have a moment for Elizabeth May and Wab Kinew? Hello, everyone. Welcome to Can We Have a Moment? I am your host, Adam Carroll, and today we're talking about Elizabeth May and Wab Kinew. If you don't know who Elizabeth May is, you're living under a rock, and, get it together. Elizabeth May is the leader of the federal Green Party, and we're going to get to, but we're also talking about Manitoba Premier Wab Kinew, who I am obsessed with. I love this man, and I wish he was our prime minister, to be quite frank. I like Mark Carney, but Wab Kinew, man. It's all about Wab Kinew. I love him so much. Okay, we are going to dive into Elizabeth May and what she did that kind of made her go viral. That made her go viral recently. I'm also going to enlist in some English classes and learn how to speak English.
For restraint and to control the conflict so it doesn't spread as it just is spreading into Lebanon. And we know who the enemy of peace is. Unfortunately, he has a name. He's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. And he has put his political career and his...
Did you notice how all the little conservative little shits were clutching their pearls? They're such snowflakes. They can't take any sort of fucking criticism. They all got all a little hot and bothered because she said what fucking millions of people around the world. Eugene, leave the neighbors alone. She's screaming, what millions of people around the world are seeing plainly with their own eyes. That Benjamin Netanyahu is a war criminal, and he has committed a genocide. Isreal has committed a fucking genocide. Eugene, enough. So that's Elizabeth May just being a rock star. Elizabeth May is actually, she's the leader of the Green Party. So not a lot of seats or anything in the House, but she is kind of, I would say, a little important at the moment. We still only have the Liberals still only have a minority government, so her vote when Mark Carney wants to do something is it's she's got some negotiating power, I'd say. Eugene, the other thing I want to talk about today is Wab Kinew. I love this man with a passion. He is the premier of Manitoba, and I wish to God he was just either the leader of the federal NDPs, who just recently got a new leader, or I just wish he was prime minister. I love him so much. So here's his first clip that I want to play and want to talk about. Let's dive into it.
No American child from the blue collar or the middle class should have to die in Iran. Let the Epstein class fight the Epstein war.
Love him. So this clip of him, that clip of him recently went viral. I'm not sure where he was speaking, but love him. Again, these people are just saying what we're all thinking, and it's pretty great to see Canadian leadership really stand up. I mean, it shouldn't be hard to fucking stand up against war or pedophilia, but apparently if you look to America, it's pretty hard to stand up for that shit. Here is another clip of Wab Kinew. This is where he is basically just surrounded by reporters, and he defends his use of the term Epstein class here, which I'm sorry, if you have $1 billion, if you are a billionaire, you're just automatically part of the Epstein class now. Taylor Swift, don't give a fuck. You're part of the Epstein class because you're a billionaire. Kim Kardashian, is she a billionaire? I feel like someone in there is a billionaire. You're part of the Epstein class. I feel like I'm spitting a lot. I got a text message. Part of the Epstein class. Oprah, part of the Epstein class. All of these people, like, that is what that is. If you're so rich that you can be a pedophile, and not just be a pedophile, but be a child molester, be a child rapist, and get away with it for years, like, that's how rich you are, that you can do that, you're part of the Epstein class. That's what that means. Here's a clip. Let's dive into it.
You used a term in your opening remarks, Epstein class. I don't think there was any intention there, but folks have pointed out that in some circles, it's been construed as an anti-Jewish dog whistle. Have you read those concerns? Have you looked into those concerns? And will you continue using that term Epstein class in future remarks?
Let me be absolutely clear. When I say the Epstein class should fight the Epstein war, I'm attacking Donald Trump.
You're not talking about.
I'm attacking Jeff Bezos. I'm attacking Mark Zuckerberg. I'm attacking Jeffrey Epstein. I'm attacking Sam Altman. I'm attacking all of these folks who have articulated progressive views and yet bow down in the face of extraordinarily damaging politics today. And you tell me, why is the greatest military in the world at war without a reason that they can explain, without an exit strategy, and asking their allies who they've been insulting for the past year for help getting them out of danger? Because they went to war to distract from a domestic political problem. So this is all facts. Everybody out there knows that this is true. Every single person who sees this on social or video knows that this is true. And yet, for whatever reason, we can't talk about it in the public sphere. Like, I guarantee you won't report this. All the major mainstream outlets won't report this comment right here. Why is that? Something is true. Everybody knows it. Everybody's paying 70 cents more per liter per gasoline because of this nonsense in America. And yet, none of us are allowed to talk about this in the public sphere. That doesn't make anything. That doesn't make any kind of.
I want to dive in on this. How dare this reporter ask such a stupid fucking question? It has nothing to do with being Jewish. It has nothing to do with... Of course people are going to make that connection. Zionists are going to make that fucking connection. It has nothing... It has to do with how much fucking money you have! Okay, sorry, Wab Kinew. Feel free to answer the question. Nope, instead we'll talk about how that's a anti-Jewish comment. Like, no! Holy shit, we're at war. Like, the American people are at war. Thank God Canada has nothing to do with it. The U.S. government, the U.S. people, whatever, they are at war with Iran because they are trying to distract from the Epstein files. And all of these reporters he's surrounded by won't fucking talk about it. There is such complicity in corporate media. It's absolutely ridiculous. So that was him defending his comment. There's another one I want to play of him. This is him talking about Pierre Poilievre. And Pierre Poilievre is a moron, so I'm excited. Here we go!
I saw some people crying during the speech. That was awesome to see. I think the NDP is going to emerge from this very, very strong. And you know what? Pierre Poilievre says that he supports unions. The provincial Tories say that they hate unions. Are you guys all going to fan out and write division in the Conservative ranks? No, right? Same with the Liberals. They're going to have a big policy convention. Is there going to be like division in the Liberal ranks coming out of that? No. So when progressives have debate, have differences of opinion, we should view that as a sign of a healthy party and a healthy democracy.
I love how he fucking calls out the media to their fucking faces. Canadian media, Canadian journalists are just as much like, I won't say all of them, but a good number of them are just as fucking cowardly as the ones in the United States. Like, especially because we have a lot of right-wing media that is owned by the United States in America. Is absolutely fucking ridiculous. A lot of our right-wing media places are American institutions. It's pretty fucked. And I just love that he's absolutely calling them out to their face, and how they'll write things about conservatives or the right things about liberals that they would never write about conservatives, and they always kowtow to conservatism and the Conservative Party. They always will bash the liberals first, and they'll always find an off-ramp, some sort of support for the Conservative Party. It's just always what happens in Canada. Anyways, guys, that's all I have to say today about these two Canadian figures and how much I adore them and love them. If you like this video, please thumbs it up. Make sure you're subscribing. Share this video with your friend. If I said things in this video that are wrong, I probably did. You're just going to have to get over it. I'm not a journalist. You're doing great, Eugene. He wants to go pee.